Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 10, Week 9, Day 5. So today, of course, we got ourselves the Urska invasion. We're using the same team we mentioned in the Monday video. The double black Bijon, which is the invasion troop, of course, and the main thing that pretty much every team will be built around. Double of it, using the Urska weapon. You could use any mana accumulating weapon here. We're using this for the green-brown to feed back into the invasion troop, but if you don't have it, you can just use anything for mana accumulation. And we're using Urskula here for 50% mana start, which also allows us to use Sentinel hero class, so you can use pretty much any that you want, particularly half mana start ones. But this is particularly good with the weapon, as we will get boost ratio for having a Urska hero class to go with the weapon as well. So we have four Urskas ready to go. Let's go get this on our copy paste, and let's start messing with the event. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the other event is done, so we don't need to worry about this anymore. Good job, Guild, for the carry, because I think I only did up to like the 3rd day or something. But unfortunately, only a green orb there. Let's see, how bad did we do? We are 2nd to dead last, so we are tied. So 2nd or 3rd to dead last, but hey, still enough to get it done. That reminds me, have I even donated the gold this week? Because if I don't do it like immediately, I always forget. Yeah, I did. Anyways, all right, let's go and mess with this event. So, of course, we need to go buy it up. We do get a new weapon. Unfortunately, a new weapon. Oh, yeah, you could use this new weapon instead. If you need a replacement for it, literally just use this weapon. It explodes all brown gems and grants a random status effect to all Urska allies, then summons an Urska troop. If I had to guess, it also enrages itself and probably does a few other things. But the only relevant thing is probably that it enrages itself. Not sure if it does, but based on the kingdom, it is almost guaranteed. It only requires 210 gems in order to end up getting to that point. So definitely worthwhile to do so. Though not really needed to go much further than that, unless you happen to not have the troop already. Anyways, actually, let's go show the weapon real quick. So if we go to weapon upgradable, should be one of the only few, other than the billion options that we have for, what's it called? For the Doom weapons, which of course we don't have upgraded. Where on earth is this thing? Where's it hiding? Hey, it is that ruby bitter from earlier. Let me guess, enrage? Wait, it doesn't have enrage? You gotta be kidding me. It gets bleed? 3 to a random enemy. Eliminate 4 armor from first and gain 4 life. This is such a weird combination of stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll max it. It doesn't really matter, it's a pretty useless weapon. But yeah, you can use it for mana accumulation. Gives all Urskas random stats effect. This is one that's barely ever going to be used though, unless you just really need it for coloration. Though, if I'm not mistaken, the Divine one already is that one, so you'd probably use the Divine one instead in most situations. Because if I'm not mistaken, if we type in this and plus explode, we already have a red-yellow explodey weapon, and it's called Fist of Heaven. And overall, it's a little bit better. I believe it gets barrier, stun first. Yeah, it stuns first enemy and has barrier. So comparatively, you're just gonna use Fist of Heaven instead. Like, there's almost no situation you're really gonna use Erskine Cleaver, as this is a superior red-yellow, red-green explodey weapon. Plus, overall, I'd probably say a Divine Troop is a little bit better than Urska, though Urska Troops probably work better in first slot. Though Divine Troops overall have better options. Anyways, let's go to this event. Let's go get our team in now. As per usual, it is generally a good idea to, at minimum, do up to the stage 8. This will give you 65 gems and an orb, which is not that bad a loot. Anyways, hello everyone! Hello Isabel, hello Bill, hello Barbara, hello Tyrion, hello Gimli, hello Jonian, hello Cookie, hello Jose, hello Roman, hello Dwight, hello Monty, hello Draco, hello rednaZ, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's finally the weekend. Also, my electricity finally went out this year. I was just talking about it like a few days ago. Or was it a few days ago? So like about a week or so ago. Like, yeah, we haven't had electricity fall out for a while. And literally today. It went out for like 5 or 6 hours. Longest I've seen for a while. Where they got it back up. We had a pretty bad thunderstorm. Which I hope is not a sign of hurricane season. Because hurricane season, as far as when hurricanes normally hit this area pretty hard, pretty much the next month or so. So hopefully nothing too bad this year. We've been on a pretty good streak of nothing that bad lately, but you never know. It hit really, really bad. I think it was 2014 and 2015? Or was it 2015 and 2016? I can't remember. But we had 2 really, really bad years then. And it's been kind of tame lately. Also, these things are actually so weak in this area that we could just go and go for the split damage kills. Love it. That thing normally has like almost 0 damage. But the enemy has such low durability at this that range that he could just wipe it out. Fortunately, we can't wipe it here. Dodge and weave those storms. Just dodge and weave. Wish it was that easy. Poor Divines, you don't think a 50% start would matter that much? Yeah, I really wish they would give Divines the 50% mana start back. It makes literally no sense why every single 50% mana start is 50%, and then Divines 50% mana start is a 40%. It makes literally 0 sense. Like, at the time, like at the meta, at that exact moment in time, even then it almost didn't make sense, but it was kind of understandable. But now that that meta is gone, there's really no harm in putting it back. Still kind of surprised they still haven't to this day. Because I don't feel like it'd be that broken if they gave every typing just a flat 50% mana start. It'll obviously be stronger for some than others. Like, for example, goblins. However, I don't feel like any one typing would be so broken in the current state of the game if they have 50% mana start. The main reason being, double empower exists. So, like, no 50% mana start is going to be that broken compared to double empower. Like, it definitely helps a lot of teams. Some teams more than others, or, you know, some types more than others. But compared to double empower, like, giving anything 50% mana start's not that bad. Even goblins and stuff like that. Daemon's the one that would actually get a pretty big benefit too. Also, the weirdest thing ever, if they finally add Daemon 50% mana start, they have to give Divines 50%. Unless they're just going to make Daemons and Divines 40% for some reason. Which I hope they don't. Just need to make both of them 50%. The problem is they don't really balance much these days. We haven't had a balance patch of any kind since 2020. December of 2020. Which at this point is almost 2 years ago. And that balance patch barely did anything. The most noteworthy things it did is it nerfed Life and Death, though Life and Death's still insane. They nerfed Skeleton Key into the ground, so it's no longer usable. They made Bandage stronger by nerfing it, and like a few other small tweaks I don't remember off the top of my head. Though the Bandit one was probably the funniest one. It was one of their many notorious nerfs, buff something by nerfing it. Which they've done several times before. Where they nerf stuff by buffing it and buff stuff by nerfing it. I hope next balance patch has something like that to keep up with tradition. Actually, weren't we supposed to get a balance? Didn't the roadmap say we were getting a Kingdom rework soon? Hold up. Wasn't there one? On the, if we go check the Gems of War forum, in the broken state that it is on this browser extension thing, if I click on forum and see this broken page, I should have a search bar where I can type in the word roadmap. And is this the updated one or the old one? I don't even know. Broken Spire, yeah, September next month. Supposedly, we are getting a Broken Spire Kingdom rework, which of course is the first kingdom in the game. Technically tied with 14 other kingdoms, but you know what I mean. The first official kingdom. This is where you start the quest line, start the whole story, start the everything. But, yeah, it's supposed to be getting a rework, which is technically be the first balance in almost 2 years. So it's only to a specific kingdom, it's not across the entire game, unfortunately. So Broken Spire definitely needs it. I wonder what they'll do to Fortress Gate, if anything. Because that will really help that one bounty troop out even more. Not like it needs it, it's already insanely good. And they buff it down. Oh, hello, Supernova! Welcome, welcome. Do you think that's when we get Construct and Explode Weapon? Possibly. We don't really know exactly. Though, Broken Spire doesn't really have that many constructs. And by not that many, I mean, it doesn't have a single one. Now that I think about it. Is there even a single construct in Broken Spire? If there is, there's like 2 max. Let's see. Okay, 3 max. I forgot the golems count as constructs. Because I was thinking Fortress Gate's probably the only one. But I wasn't sure if it was mech or construct, but yeah, it is construct. But yeah, and then we have the 2 golems. The volcanic golem and the other one. No, actually, it's basically lava golem and then the other ones. Because lava golem compared to the other ones are just so good. Also, I just found something funny. This troop never did become useful, did it? One thing that was kind of speculated on this troop is like, oh, it'll finally be good when the construct hero class comes into the game. Has anyone even bothered running Obsidian Golem since Geomancer? Because it still seems kind of useless. Like, yes, it has double damage on constructs on Skull and triple off of ability, but there's just such better ways to deal with it. Not to mention, it's a barrier brown hero class, so that's probably the main thing that makes it not really able to do much to it, because it's just barriering anyway. So if you're doing like infinite damage, it doesn't really matter. It's just barriering your hit. It's not like you do a multi-hit or anything. Though it can destroy the barrier initially with this, so I guess it kind of has that. So it can occasionally be used for that, but I don't know, it's very situational. You'd almost never have a situation where you could actually end up using that to counter Geomancer. Very rarely. Anyways, where were we? Let's keep, not there. Let's keep getting done this event. Oh yeah, that reminds me, don't we have Legends Reborn tomorrow? We do, yeah, 6 hours, 44 minutes, the last day of Legends Reborn. Definitely make sure to finish that up. You basically get 2 max pets from it. In a way, 3, depending on how you look at it. But 2 of them are completely free. The one's for 300 green kills, which, how many green kills do you guys have, by the way? We're probably going to do a poll for it. Maybe tomorrow or Sunday. But, not sure I want to do it tonight. I want to wait till almost the end of the thing. But, gosh, I'm pretty sure some people have over, like, 100,000. But, yeah, we'll be able to get the last free pet there. Max out the other one. Oh, here's all the rewards for the thing. Anyways, let's keep continuing that. Oh, that's not the right mode. Let's go claim all of our loot there. Claim it all at once. Scouting Key did make an appearance on your teams for Zenith. Did it now? Did it? Wait, did we end up using Scouting Key? I don't think we end up utilizing Scouting Key for any. Oh yeah, I never did get around to the video today. I need to do that. Hopefully tonight. Oh, in all fairness, half the day the electricity has been out. So there was some time earlier where I kind of could have done it, and then I got distracted. Oh, we still had electricity. Because it was up in the morning, and obviously it's up now, but like all midday it was gone. And I was kind of putting it off some. It's like, oh, I'll just do it a little bit later. And it's like electricity went off, and it's like, well, I guess I'm not doing it later. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Got our good old Valor. You got 3,000 of them, nice. Also, hello, Gray, welcome, welcome. So, also, hello, Logic Server, the there, say hi, welcome, welcome. Also, we'll have a redeem code once we finish out invasions, by the way. The invasions, overall, pretty straightforward event. I would say it's even more straightforward than doing raids. Mostly because it is, you just double up, like, in most situations, if you just double up the invasion troop, you already won. Like, it doesn't matter what the invasion troop is. You just go double invasion troop, put, like, anything behind it, you're pretty much good to go. And those anythings are generally mana accumulators. It's pretty much every invasion event in a nutshell. Whereas in raids, you actually have to, like, build a team. Like, yes, you can go, like, Mang into raid troop and stuff like that. But the build diversity is definitely a lot higher for raids. Whereas invasion, it's like, we'll just kill everything with the invasion troop. Wait, did I actually show one with Scouting Key? I actually can't remember now. If I didn't, I probably should. Though, I don't know, do we really need Scouting Key on that team? Because I think one of the main reasons I didn't show Skeleton Key for any was mostly because it would be showing off Skeleton Key more than the other mechanic. Because we kind of want to use Zenith as the finisher on most of these teams. So we end up going for like Doom Sledge for support, Stone Slicer for mana. We went like Obsidian Liberum just for mana. We went, that's not a team. Wait, I only made 3 teams? Oh no, I made 4. But yeah, they were all like mana accumulating options. Well, it's because I didn't want to use it as our finisher since it's a Zenith-based team. Oh yeah, we used Dagger. But yeah, they were all mana accumulating options. Like literally all 4 of them. Well, it's because I didn't want the finisher to be the weapon when we have Zenith to go use as the finisher. Because the teams are trying to show up Zenith a little bit more. Or, you know, as their primary goal. Zenith's a lot of fun. Overall, definitely not the best Doomskull placer, but definitely a very strong option. Its main benefit is if you want a Skull Spammer that has... If you basically want Essence of Evil as a Skull Spammer. Essence of Evil is still amazing, but there are some situations where you might want to build entirely around a Zenith. One nice benefit Essence of Evil still has, though, other than its consistency, is also that... is a lot more versatile. Like, you don't have to build an entire team around Essence of Evil for it to work. You can just plop it into a team and it works. One slight issue with Zenith is you do have to build your entire team around Zenith. Like, you can't just, like, plop it into a team and expect it to work. The team has to be built around making Zenith work. And when you do, it works fine. But you can't just plop it in like you can with Essence of Evil. Which is one good benefit that it has. I don't feel like anything would ever make Essence of Evil obsolete. It's definitely situational in a lot of teams, but it's always a good option. It's one of those kind of just like works in any kind of team weapon. There's several of them. The brown purple book that we got the other weekend, probably one of the more notorious ones of that too. Like, there's almost no team that wouldn't want to have that book on it. It might not be optimal in a lot of teams, but it would definitely work on literally any team. This team already had 1 billion mana accumulators. Oh, did we got the rewards now? I forgot. We don't even have to do the first battle list to get the other reward thingy. But of course, we're still going to do it all out just to help out the guild. However, we're actually already at the point where we get all the basic loot. And the extended loot is your guild completing out enough points to get all these stages over the accumulation of your entire guild. Also, that's a lot of zeros. Cookie, you're one of... No, actually, I have 6. It's technically not a 0. Anyways, so of course, Invasions gives the same reward as always, though. 65 gems in an orb, hopefully a blue one. That is not... Gosh, what's with that streak of green lately? In all fairness, green does have the highest chance of occurring. I think it's like 35%. For whatever reason, doesn't show the odds in game, but that's around the percent chance it has unless we change it. I haven't been in the game as much before compared to Puzzle Quest 3. That's kind of why I stopped Puzzle Quest 3 for some time. I was just sucking way too much time into it. Like, way too much time. I wish they would tweak the game to not be such a time sink. Like, I would love to do the daily system for Puzzle Quest 3 and play it again if it didn't consume, like, 3 hours every day. It's just way too much for a daily system. Like, it's literal hours. Like, the amount of time to do the daily system is measured in hours, not minutes. Oh, we'll take that down. Like, even the busiest of Gems of War days probably don't take more than an hour or 2. But the average day realistically being closer to like 20 or 30 minutes. Unless you wanted to do like literally every single piece of side content. Like do 3 daily arenas or the Underworld and stuff like that. But most people probably don't. Underworld people probably do. Though I personally skip on that. But things like 3 daily arena, I'm pretty sure most people don't do. Also because it's one of those things that you can kind of do for extra loot, but it's not such good loot that you'd feel obligated to. Which is a nice in-between. Like, it's like an option. It's a really optional daily. Like, a lot of dailies in a lot of games, it's like you pretty much have to do it to keep up with the resource curve of the game. But ideally, they just don't take that long. But in the case of Arena, it's sometimes a very optional one. Or it's just kind of there if you want to do it. But it's not really that required. Which ideally I wish more dailies were like in more games. Which is kind of funny because I just never do them. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Imagine if there was a daily system for treasure hunt. Actually, I wouldn't mind that. The main thing treasure hunt really needs, it needs a weekly leaderboard like PvP. That'd be fun. Like who can get the highest score on a given week. It's one of those modes that's always notoriously needed a leaderboard, but has never gotten one. Oh, hopefully it won't be outdated as the PvP leaderboard. Because gosh, has that thing been needing an update. Like first place, the rewards for first place, I think you can get the loot for it in like 2 hours. Or an hour. But these to actually get first place takes like, though it's not as insane this week. Someone got 700,000 the other week. However, I still can't believe someone got 700,000 last week. By last week, someone was at 500,000 something right here, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, the rewards for this mode is so absurdly outdated. If I look at tier rewards, oh, that's the wrong one. Those are the easy ones. You get 100 gems, which is like what, 4 tribute clicks, maybe 5 max in the current state of the game. 11 arcanes, which honestly, the arcanes have always been the better drop. People later in the game who would be able to do something like this probably don't need these. 11 arcane's not a horrible amount. It's just not that good. Like if that loot was for like over down here, that'd be kind of cool. But like the gold is trivial. The mythic ingots are literally useless. For a lot of people, the arcanes are useless, which means you get 100 gems, which you can easily get through so many other means. You can literally just do an hour and a half of treasure hunt and get that as well, or take tribute several times. Just a terrifically bad loot. I'm not sure why people still do it. Like, I'm still so surprised how far people go on PvP leaderboard for basically nothing in return. I still find that kind of baffling. Like, obviously, they're still getting everything else from PvP, like all the gold and pets and everything. But, I don't know, it just does not seem worth it. Some people still go for it, though. I guess also for guilds, because some people still compete for trophies for guilds. However, there's better ways to do it. You can quick kill with Phoenicia now. You just do like 2 trophies per battle, kill it out instantly, you're good to go. Like, that's way quicker than PvP's method. Like, yes, you can get 3 trophies in PvP, but to get those 3 trophies, it's going to take way longer than like clicking a button to one-shot something in Explore with Phoenicia. Well, technically 2 buttons. Leprechaun to get mana and then casting your AoE option. Stop getting mana. Make sure you don't get barrier.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Advertising your guild plus bragging rights. True. Is it kind of funny? Because when I created my guilds, what was it, like 5 or 6 years ago? We did it the week we were going for #1 on PvP leaderboard. So that is kind of true. Because having a super high trophy amount for your guild and being like ultra high on PvP leaderboard, or any of the leaderboards for that matter, can be a good way to try to recruit. Because our whole initial guild was made when we were in first place on PvP leaderboard. That's when we created our guild. We literally did it live on stream when we were still back on Twitch way back when. That's how long ago it was. We were on Twitch for like a couple months and I was back on Twitch. Which actually, it's insane how short we actually streamed on Twitch. I don't think I would ever revisit it though. I never really cared for it as a streaming platform. That's not to say I wouldn't ever look into another one, but it definitely wouldn't be Twitch, and they currently have no other competition. It's literally just YouTube or Twitch. Unless you count like Facebook Gaming or whatever those other alternatives are, which we also never do. Anyways, we got a blue orb finally. We broke our green streak there. Anyways, I said I would hand one out when we clear out evasions, and we just cleared out evasions. Now, we need to go get crowns. So, of course, we have gotten Zenith yesterday. So, to some degree, we actually no longer require crowns. We could stop right now and be perfectly fine. However, we're going to keep going. Also, is the code section still broken? Oh, no, there it goes. I'm not sure why I was doing that the other day. But the page does seem to be working again. Making sure it is. Put another refresh. Okay, it looks good. I'll put that there, put that there, put that there, put the other thing there. And here you guys go. There is, wrong tab. There is the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com. Underneath the game code section, your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Copy paste random numbers and letters started with 2G. And give Steam as always 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And of course, the mythic is no longer in the gem key drop table now, so you can open it safely without getting that useless mythic. No, it's not that useless, but you know, it's seen better days. It's definitely seen better days. Anyways, okay. So let's go clear out dailies real quick. Oh, I saw the legendary thing for a moment. It's like, wait, do we have something good? It's like, no. Just useless chaos shards. Very unfortunate. Kafka said part of the website was down. Okay, that's why. He made a post in the forum after the stream. Oh, that's probably why I didn't notice it. That would make sense. Why we couldn't access it earlier. Is Salty still around? No. She ended up quitting and moving to a different company about a year ago. And to this day, they still haven't really gotten a replacement for her. Like, they have, like, multiple people, like, partially doing her role, but no one actually doing her role. Which is kind of strange. Because theoretically, there's no community manager anymore. There's, like, 2.5 people that kind of do it now. Which are G-Man, Kafka, and... Why on earth do I always forget her name? The other one. It begins with J, right? Why can I never remember her name? The other one. But none of them are technically the community manager. But they all kind of like partially do the role. Yeah, Jetto, that's the one. I'm not sure why I can never remember her name. I'm not sure what it is about that word. I can just never memorize it. She's the only person I know that has that name. Which to some degree should almost make it easier to memorize. But it definitely makes it way harder. Hey, I gained a hero level. As per usual, we'll put it into purple. For no other reason, because we've always have. Either she was irreplaceable or that position is not important now. I definitely feel like they could benefit from having a community manager. Like a proper one. I feel like Kafka has taken on that role probably the most. She's also the one who normally gives us our codes now. Generally, as a rule of thumb, whoever creates my codes, I just assume is the community manager now. At any given point. Because this has seemed to have always historically been the case. Oh, what do we need to take here? We'll take that over. Is that warning thing still on? They haven't fixed it yet, have they? I guess they're not fixing it till the next event, though I guess the mail did say that. Are Surian and Nimhane still active? No. I don't think they've done a dev stream in like a year now. They've done like a few like weird like off streams here and there, like Jetto mostly. But as far as, oh no, the bots made it in. As far as like an actual proper stream, I can't remember the last one they've done in the last year. They probably will again at some point. Maybe for the next roadmap. That'd be fun. Because we need if they're gonna keep doing roadmaps, they're gonna be getting another roadmap in probably 3 to 4 months from now. How much they'll stick to it is within question. Though in all fairness, so far they've stuck pretty good to the roadmap. I still have it up, right? But yeah, for the most part, they kept up the roadmap. There's only one thing that got changed. The kingdom got like delayed by a month. Like everything got pushed back by almost like a month. But aside from that, everything's been going on time as scheduled. Anyways, we did that. Let's go do some farming. First things first, we need to go get a bunch of crowns. So let's just go and obliterate a bunch of these things over and over again to get our 10 crowns. Of course, we do have all rewards now. However, the reason we're doing the crowns is for the extended rewards. If you bought the paid pass, if you did the free pass, you actually don't have to go any further. However, if you got the paid pass, you get a few extra rewards for doing extra crowns. They're not really required, but, you know, a little bit extra loot. Every 2 days you get some of these rewards. It goes in order. So today we'll get so basically 1/5 of a Medal of Orpheus and 2 gem keys. Not a lot of loot, but for like 10 minutes, that's not too bad. And it ends with an orb there, which is probably the most useful thing. The Volkey and the orb are the 2 more useful ones. Volkey's right in the middle, and the orb's on the 5th thingy. And it just keeps cycling once you get it through. A code marathon. I actually do have a lot of codes right now. I haven't even gone through the previous batch, and she already gave me a bunch for the month. I'm trying to think the next big event we could hand them out for. Probably sometime next week when we finish out the Journey event. As far as new things, next biggest new thing is probably patch this month. There's likely a mini patch. Which, oddly enough, I don't think the roadmap mentions. Actually, what is the roadmap mention for this month? Oh yeah, the Dragon's Path. Oh! Yeah, that's this month. I forgot. Like, I knew we were getting a patch this month. I forgot it's called the Dragon's Path, though. That sounds fun. Though it also sounds like a season pass thing. Like another one of those. Like, they see how successful they are. It's like, ooh, we need more pass systems. But, I don't know, whatever it is, I hope it's fun. It has dragon in it, so by default, it has to have some amount of fun in it. But I almost forgot about that. Like, I knew we were getting one, but I forgot it was called the Dragon's Path. I'll have to wait and see. Realistically, it should be out any Tuesday now. In the next, like, week or two. Could be this week, could be next week. Realistically, I feel like it's gonna be next week's Tuesday. Not the one coming up, but the one after that. Time will tell. It's definitely pretty soon, because if we check RimWorld, we actually don't know that far in advance. I think we know till like the end of this month, and that's it. So we're definitely getting one very soon. Because if we go check this, we know until August 26th to 28th. So basically we don't know what's on August 29th or further. So we only know up to the end of the month. 2,000 towers killed? That's a lot of towers. What is leaderboard at right now? I didn't even look at that leaderboard. I looked at the other one. Let's see. Wow, 3,420. Ha, 420. Which is, yeah, like double, triple. Gosh, they're really going all in. They really want that power orb. I wonder how many tiers that is. What's kind of funny is, second and third place, if they get a power orb, can technically get more loot than first place. It's very rare that that would happen, but it can happen. Realistically, since it's 2 of them, what is that, almost like 1 in 50 leaderboards? The people in either second or third place will get more loot than the person in... Actually, it's probably closer to 1 in 60 or 70. Because you'd still have to get a purple or a blue off the other one for it to also be good. But still, that means like once every few months probably, someone in 2nd and 3rd place on a given leaderboard will get more loot than whoever got in 1st. It's completely luck-based if it happens. But every few months or so, it would happen with how many leaderboards there are in the game. You spent 3k gems so far and you're #1 on Xbox. That's pretty good exchange. The power orb for like 2,000 gems. That's not bad at all. Because you get 700 gems back, plus all the loot along the way. Because you also get all the benefit from like all the troop copies and everything else. Like this weekend, you get a bunch of Urska troops. Unfortunately, there's not really anything good on that category. Urska's overall like a typing that tries to be good at skulls, yet it has nothing to be good at skulls. It was the main thing that kind of brought the enrage mechanic, but with hero, it's normally just better to do it off a hero. Also, one of the funniest things is even though there's such an enrage-based typing, the class itself does not have the enrage tree, which I find absolutely hilarious. Because enrage tree is that one war tree or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's literally called war. But the tree that has Enrage and Become Enrage on extra turn is not on the hero class that is from the Enrage-based kingdom. Wait, does it have it off a trait, or does it literally have no Enrage at all? That's actually kind of funny. Because that's the kingdom that basically brought Enrage into the game. Does it actually have literally 0 Enrage? Or does this have it off a trait? No, it literally just has 0 Enrage. I never actually noticed that, but that's kind of funny. But yeah, it has a kingdom. It doesn't really have much going on. If we go over to Urska. Oh, it does have Enrage Karandera, though. I almost forgot about that. It has normal Karandera and Enrage Karandera. Which is pretty much a saving grace. Like, if it wasn't for this, this would be such an overlooked kingdom. But yeah, I almost forgot. The Karandera and Enrage Karandera do reside here, which is like 90% of the kingdom. Because otherwise, this kingdom is so bad. There's so many useless options there. Though Leshy's a really funny gimmicky troop. But it has like Leshy. It has Leshy. But yeah, it has like Leshy. Ever so occasionally Baba Yaga for like its weird double silence. And then Karandera. That's it. That's like the whole kingdom. Which realistically in most situations is just the 2 Karanderas. That's just the entire kingdom. And the hero class isn't bad. Though compared to Elementalist or Geomancer, it's not really worth using. Because realistically, Geomancer is just it without the spell, but with the benefit of having half mana start attached to it rather than needing a separate troop. And Elementalist is just Elementalist. We all know why that's broken. Elementalist doesn't need an introduction to why it is broken beyond belief. It just simply is. I wonder if they ever will tone it down. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Also, why am I even taking anything? We literally already have the auto win button. But I wonder if they ever are going to tweak the final trait on Elementalist. Because that would be really funny if Elementalist just stays like that forever. I probably should have put it in a tier above its everything else in the class tier list. Like, it probably needed an S+ tier. Its final trick just does so many things. It's so weird because normally on a lot of those traits on heroes, they give it like a % chance of triggering. And on Elementals, they're like, yeah, we'll just have it trigger all the time. Like, one of 2 changes that it will probably get in the future, if they ever were to nerf it, is... Why do I keep taking stuff off the board? But they're going to either make it so it applies one of the 4 randomly. So instead of all 4, it'll do one of the 4. Or it'll make it a 25% chance that it does all 4 of them. One of those two seems like what they would change it to at some point. And even then, Elementals will still be one of the strongest classes in the game. It would just be balanced then. You're gonna just drop 10,000 gems in Xbox to get a power orb. I feel like the average leaderboard on PC Mobile requires anywhere from like 6,000 to 10,000 gems to get the power. But that can vary from week to week. Why is Dust Devil not doing 5 damage anymore? It does. But they brought back that mechanic from like 6 or 7 years ago. So I'm not sure if you were playing all the way back then, JZG. I believe you might have. But do you remember when Dust Devil did like magic-based damage based on its magic? Well, it's, there's Ironhawk now. And for every additional Ironhawk, it does 5 damage every time you cast something. And casting Dust Devil counts as casting something. So it has 5 damage, but it also has 5 damage, and 5 damage, and 5 damage. So it does 20 damage. You can also do it with 25 damage by using it with an Empower. Normally with Sister Superior or Greed. Greed if you want gold, or Sister Superior if you want speed. Because you don't have to wait for the one explosion animation. But then there's also the triple Ironhawk build. That just one-shot stuff. There's currently 2 kingdoms that you could do it in. There used to be more, but they're starting to get less and less. The 2 kingdoms are Cinder Mirage and Drugzoom. I believe they're the last 2. Actually, that's not true. Wild Plains, there's 3. I forgot Wild Plains is also still doable. It used to also be Blackhawk as well, but that one's not doable anymore. But you can still do it in Wild Plains, Cinder Mirage, or Drugzoom. They're the last 3. But there are a lot of locations you can do 25 damage on. Pretty much anywhere that doesn't have a gate, so you can get away with it. Like any of those 0 attack troops, I believe, are the only ones that survive. That and Mythics. Oh yeah, this is very broken. Now this is something they need to never nerf though. This is such a good quality of life farming feature. It was nerfed like 6 years ago, but with how much the game is power creeped, so they just kind of kept it in the game when they learned about it. Like they learned about it and then didn't nerf it. Which means power creep has hit enough that something they nerfed 6 years ago is now just a mechanic in the game. It just requires you to use 2 or 3 of a mythic. Which is probably the main reason why they kind of kept it. Is they kind of justified it by like, yeah, you kind of need like 2 or 3 of something. So we'll just make the value of that higher so people spend resources for it. Because our hope is like, you know, people spend money to try to get Ironhawk or something. Which is probably one of the main reasons they never nerfed it. Also, probably one of the reasons they never nerfed Ferris Ra. He was kind of insane for souls when it came out. It was never nerfed because it was kind of so required to get it that they were like, some amount of people will probably buy it and spend money on it. That's probably the main reason they haven't nerfed Ironhawk as well. You have a question. You were dying a PvP fight, and a hero on the other team cast their first cast and killed your whole team, even though it was life and death. They might have been using a hero class that has... Oh, we had to do red kills? Interesting. Well, we got that done. Anyways. They might have been using... It was Orb Weaver, right? They were probably using an Orb Weaver team. And Orb Weaver has one very funny trait that a couple hero classes have. It has a 7% chance to assassinate the last enemy when another enemy dies. And this can trigger off itself. And one of the funniest kills you can ever get, which might have happened to you. It's very exceedingly rare though. But basically, it has a 7% chance to kill the last enemy every time you get a kill. However, that 7% chance has a 7% chance to also kill. So you can get a kill, then 7% kill a troop, then have that 7% kill another 7% off of 7%, and then have that 7% kill 7% off another 7%, and then you just killed the whole team. The chance of that happening is a very small decimal. However, it will happen ever so occasionally. And it may have happened to you if you died randomly to that, because almost every Life and Death is an Orb Weaver team, which means they were likely running that trait, because that's the only viable final trait on it. But yeah, it does funny things like that sometimes. Very rare though. But when it happens, it's pretty insane. It's exceedingly rare though. Like we're talking like, what, 1 in 100,000 something odds or something? Something pretty low. Because you have to trigger 3 7%. Literally triple lucky 7s. More often than not, you're just hoping it kills once. But it can kill multiple times. Did we go over their kills for the other thing yet? Should probably switch over to some Explore 12. I did want to get a little bit of chests in if we can. Oh yeah, we already got them all. Nice. Yeah, there we go. We got our little bit of loot there. It's not much, but it's something. Anyways, let's do some Explore 12. Let's do a couple runs. Yeah, Thief. Overall, I'd probably say Thief is the overall best thing for that trait. Assassin can do it pretty gimmickly because it can also do it off its skull, so it can stack it that way. But as far as the most viable hero class that has it, I would say it's Thief. The Orb Weaver is probably used more often, but it's mostly because Life and Death exists. Like Life and Death Weaver with King Avalon is like literally the reason why Orb Weaver exists or is used at all. Like that triple combination, normally led with a power option, is just so strong. There's a lot of ways to counter it though. But once it starts getting a lead, the main thing that makes it strong, it's one of those few options that can actually wall you out. Because there's a lot of resummon, some really good resummons too, like getting a Web Spinner in there. But it also just has really high tankability, having Bless, having Enchant, having Lifesteal, having Mana Drain. It just has so much longevity on it if you fall behind. Normally burst teams can just deal with it really easily though. Because once you get ahead of it, it's pretty much nothing. Once you get behind it, it just keeps whittling you down. Yeah, imagine if Life and Death was never nerfed. It would make no difference. Like, I wonder if Life and Death would ever get double nerfed. There's been very few weapons that have ever gotten double nerfed or triple nerfed. Life and Death might actually eventually be one. Because it used to be 15 mana cost, now it's 18. I couldn't ever see them making it like 20 or something though. I feel like they would tweak something else on it. Though I personally don't feel like it needs much of a nerf. It's more so its synergies that are bad, or that are good, that are making it bad. Like, I feel like they would nerf Arachne Weaver's mana cost before they would nerf Life and Deaths again. Because to this day, they like double buffed Weaver and then never toned it back. When they like double or triple buffed Famine, they toned him back like a lot, and then never rebuffed him when he became useless, which he's currently useless. But basically what happened with Famine is he kept getting buffed, and then they overtuned him, and it's like, oh, we should probably nerf him some. And then they nerfed him into the ground, so he was never useful. In the case of Weaver, they did all the buffing part, but then never did the nerfing part. So, Arachne Weaver, that is. So now it just goes around, just destroying everything in Guild Wars. Speaking of which, we get Guild Wars next week, by the way. Also, isn't this the first Guild War we have Geomancer? I believe it is. Isn't it? Or at least, no, it's the first full week we have Geomancer. We did have it, but it was like on the Friday of. But yeah, this is the first Guild War where the whole week we have Geomancer access. Which means we could use it for a defend team if we want. We can also use it for any color day. Which, you know what color we might want to try running it for, brown day. We definitely have to at least one day do a Geomancer team. I'm not sure what day. Most likely brown, realistically. But the only problem with that is generally brown gets hard counter on brown day. Most notably brown to red. So we have to make sure we have something that really uses red well. And the problem with that is the 4x construct team doesn't really use red. Actually, that's not true. Doesn't Lord of Slaughter use red? Oh, but then you can't do it on brown day, can you? Because Lord of Slaughter doesn't use brown. He denies brown. Oops, I just minimized Gems of War. Whoops. The misclick. Though it's been a very long time since I've accidentally exited out of Gems of War. It almost never happens. And if it is, it's because I'm trying to hit the settings menu in the top right, which is literally right next to where the X is. All the way over there. The settings right there, and then the X is right over there, like right above. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I hate when it does that. 99 shards. Literally one singular shard short. Oh, in all fairness, seeing it go all the way down to 0 is also almost just as bad. Because it feels like you have literally no shards, because you do quite literally have no shards. But 99 is probably worse. Especially when you thought you were about to get a chest, and then it's like, nope, one short. I do hope they eventually have a way to have enough of a percent where you could just run explore and always get a chest. There's currently no way to do this. Even if you have 10% and chase a 20% bonus, it gives you like a high 90 something. It is not actually enough to get 100. The range is like 91 to 97 or something. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But somewhere's around like a 91 to 97 or 92 to 97, somewhere's within there. But it's not enough to actually reach 100. Not even off a percent chance, it just never hits 100. Even on a max roll, it doesn't hit 100. It gets very close to, but not quite. Also, we will eventually probably try doing the chasing method. The main reason I don't, well, there's two reasons. One is because the inconsistency sometimes, because there isn't any one team that can perfectly run every single explore. Obviously, there's some that are pretty versatile that can, but none of them flawlessly do. But the other issue with it is we don't have 10% bonus for every kingdom yet. Once we do, we'll probably revisit it and see how viable it is compared to just sticking in one spot. For now, we're just sticking in one spot. Of course, one with a 10% bonus. Oh, so we didn't get a single good token tonight, did we? It's not yet. And generally that's considered Anu or Nisha. Honestly, any night with an Anu or Nisha is pretty nice. Even if it's only one. Hey, we got a Mimic! It's been a while. Hello, Mimic. It's been like a week or two. I forgot you guys existed. Also, hey, we only have 2 of that one troop. Maybe we can get a 3rd here. Come on, 5 times. 10% chance. Let's see it. Come on, 5 times. 5 times. Show me the 5 times. That's not a 5 times. Come on, Anu or Nisha. Nope, that's just a bunch of Orpheuses. This is also why I said this other reward isn't that good. For that one initial one. This one all the way over here. It's literally just 2 of those. We just got 4 in a single instant. Hey, let me go update my Mimic number. Where even is my Mimic number these days? Is that my Mimic number? Yeah, that's my Mimic number. Can you guys see the Mimic number? There's the Mimic number. Wait, is that the correct Mimic number? It should be. I see no reason why it wouldn't be. It's been a while since we updated this number. Oh, there we go. It has been updated. Anyways. I still keep track of them. Anyways, where were we? Let's go run one more run. Are we still doing Pokemon tomorrow? Yes, we're doing Pokemon tomorrow and then Xenoblade on Sunday. But yeah, they have some kind of Pokemon tournament. I tested it today and it ended up working out pretty well. I won both my 2 battles. So you could do 15 per day. I didn't want to do them all today though because I wasn't sure when the cutoff time is. And that'd be a fail if I do like 15. And then it's like, well, you can't do it now because it's not the exact time frame for doing it. Because I have no intention to get first, so I just want to make sure we have battles for it tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have all 15. Or apparently 13 if it doesn't do it at the right time. So we're going to be doing that. They have some kind of Pikachu thingy in Pokemon Unite, so we'll do that. We're basically going to be playing 3 games. We're going to be doing the tournament in Pokemon Sword and Shield. The Pikachu tournament. They have a Pikachu event in Pokemon Unite, and we'll do that a little bit. Actually, we could even do that together if anyone wants to group up for it. And then we're hunting for a shiny Pikachu in Legends Arceus. I might even breed one in Sword and Shield. I've already showed the breeding process and kind of show how we bred the Pikachus that we're using for the tournament. Because I've actually been doing a lot of breeding in the game since April 1st. Been doing it here and there. Something pretty easy to do because all you have to do is just keep doing circles over and over again. Not literally just that, but it's a lot of circles. Which is really easy to do while doing other things. You literally just hold diagonal in a stick. And restock it every several minutes. The Pikachus hatch really quickly though. Like every single Pokemon has a different number of steps it takes to catch. And for whatever reason, Pikachu has one of the lowest to hatch. I think Magikarp's literally the lowest. Some take forever though, like Snorlax and Chansey. Bread. I don't know, I honestly found quite a liking to breeding Pokemon. I've actually found it to be a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure most people find it to be the most tedious thing ever. I don't know, I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of relaxing while doing it with other things. It's not something you would want to just do and only that. You have to do it with something else. It's something really easy to do while not looking at the screen. Your thumb hurts so much from all the biking. We're playing Pokemon Go tomorrow. Shiny, Galarian, Zigzagoon, Community Day. Nice. I still haven't bothered breeding one of those yet. There's a really cool shiny. The main reason I haven't is competitively, it's pretty underwhelming. And from a pickup option, it's actually not even a good pickup option. Its non-Galarian form is actually better. Because it doesn't evolve. So you don't have to constantly keep getting a reminder in game like, hey, do you want to evolve it now? Every single time it levels up. Which I hope is something they fix for next-gen Pokemon. Because they did it in Legends Arceus a lot better. In Legends Arceus, instead of it constantly reminding you of the prompt, it just simply shines it in your menu. And saying hey, this can be evolved, but we won't keep telling you every 5 seconds that you can. We'll just simply highlight the button. The way they did in Legends Arceus was so much better. And hopefully next gen will do it that way. Yeah, the main reason he was so bad in Sword and Shield is, he's normal dark, right? Because that means he has a 4 times weakness to fighting. Which means he just gets obliterated in one shot to so many teams. Oh, I should have did the Zug off there. Whoops. Good enough. I think we'll make this the final chess. Let's hope it's something good. Come on, another mimic. Or at least the first good token of the stream. Something. If the game knows it's our final chess, it increases our Anu chance by like 10,000%. It seems to work most of the time. Show me the Anu. Ah, it failed us. They gave us an Urania though. Yeah, it literally says new because we haven't been getting anything of value. I'll take it though. One rarity off, but technically the best drop we got all night. Other than, I guess, 4 Orpheus. Which is theoretically better than that. Though if you compare it to the 1 Orpheus that was also there, I guess it's kind of even. Doesn't giving a Pokemon Everstone keep it from evolving? Yes. However, the main reason why you would ever put one on your team is for the ability Pickup. And the way that Pickup works is after you do a battle, I believe there's a 10% chance that will pick up an item. And it's based on their level. And they need to not be holding an item for them to pick up an item. So that's the reason why you can't have an Everstone on them. But yeah, the main mechanic that you would use it for, outside of battle, it needs to not have an item on it. It's very rarely used. It's mostly done if you're like shiny hunting something where you're killing them a bunch. Like I was doing it for Dittos a little bit. I still never found that shiny Ditto. I found the rare mark Ditto, which is a 1 in 333 chance. I never found the Ditto that's like a 1,300 though. Even though the Pokédex thing says I've killed it over 999 times. It literally stops tracking it. Because it doesn't go over 1,000. Or, you know, it goes to 999. Anyways, guys, we're going to end it here. But, yeah, we'll have the video up. Actually, we'll have 2 videos this weekend for Gems of War. Tomorrow we'll have a video going over Zenith. And then Sunday we'll have a video going over Medusa. So, of course, Super Paid Pass got Medusa this week. We went over on Monday night. Though we never covered a video for it yet, mostly because I like waiting until normal paid pass gets it. Normal paid pass gets it this Monday, so we're going to cover it on Sunday, so one day early, so anyone who wants to see the Medusa themes for when you're going to get it, we'll have it then. But yeah, that's pretty much the game plan then. And of course, our normal Gems of War stream every single night, 1 hour prior to now. Tomorrow, as we do every night, and tomorrow we'll have a Zenith video, Sunday we'll have a Medusa video, and on Monday you can get a Medusa if you have the standard paid pass, and if you have the bigger one, you already probably have it. And yeah, we'll do a Pokemon stream tomorrow, or I should say a multi-Pokemon stream. Obviously it'll all be one stream, but a bunch of Pikachu-related things apparently. It'll be a very Pika day. I genuinely still get a thumbnail for it. I'll probably just grab one of the things they already have off their social media. That's what I've normally been doing for things lately. But yeah, we'll be doing that for Pokemon tomorrow. We'll probably start around 9-ish, 10-ish. So probably in about 12-ish hours from now. And of course, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be doing Chapter 6. Hopefully all of Chapter 6 this Sunday. And that's pretty much the game plan. Anyways, guys, catch you guys later. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for stopping by. As always, greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.